Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. I'm Mary Jane if you're new here, and today I wanted to talk about veganism and why I'm no longer vegan. It's so crazy because I haven't been vegan for maybe 5 years and I still get people thinking that I'm vegan, but I have not said that I have been vegan for over 5 years. It's still crazy. People will see me eating meat and they'll be like, I thought you were vegan. It's like, you still think I'm vegan, and I have not spoken about being vegan in over 5 years. So yeah, I definitely wanted to touch on this subject. I'm pretty passionate about being anti-vegan now, and I'm not going to pretend to be some kind of expert, but I do have a brain. I have one of those, and that's really all you need. I think people overcomplicate life a lot of times, and I think that people make it seem like, honestly, people overcomplicate things that are so simple, and they make it seem like you've got to be some kind of Harvard grad to understand basic life. And I am never going to be that kind of person who thinks, oh, I'll let the experts figure it out for me. No, I think some of the experts are some of the dumbest people in the world, that come out and say the most outlandish things. And I think that God gave us all brains, and really that's all you need. You don't need to go to an Ivy League to know basic truths like that meat is good for you. You know, and I'm definitely going to talk about that in today's video. I know this is a controversial topic, so I'm anticipating a lot of comments telling me I'm wrong, which is okay. I know that this is going to be, it's definitely something you strongly believe or you strongly don't believe. Like, you either believe meat is good for you or you don't. And I 1,000,000,000,000,000% believe and know that meat is good for you, and that us humans, we need it, and stuff made in a lab is not better. Okay? What's better, a flower that grew, or a flower somebody created in a lab? Like, it's just not rocket science to me, and I'm gonna talk about that today. I have some notes, so I'm looking down, and yeah, like I said, I'm gonna link a lot of videos down below. If you guys want to watch some videos that I've personally, that have helped me come to the conclusion that I came to the conclusion by myself, but of why veganism is like the worst diet. Not the worst. Eating pure sugar, butter, and fat all the time is definitely also extremely unhealthy. And I think that's where all the arguments come in with this. It's like, sometimes people will transition to veganism and become healthier than they were, because they were eating crap before. They were eating like crap. Just a bunch of sugar and fat all the time and no vegetables. So that's where that comes in. But yeah, I think veganism is terrible, and I think that if you are vegan, you should immediately stop being vegan as soon as possible. So anyways, let's get into it. I'm gonna kind of start from why I became a vegan and when and what happened to me. So basically, I became vegan when it blew up on the media. I remember it blew up on YouTube like crazy. Like, all the vegan YouTubers were thriving. They were instantly blowing up. I remember I watched that vegan couple. I watched Kalel, huge vegan YouTuber. I watched that vegan couple, huge vegan couple who ate a vegan diet in Thailand. I watched the banana girl, whatever her name was. She was huge vegan. The girl who ate bananas all the time. I watched so many. And do you want to know a fun fact? All those YouTubers that blew up and inspired so many of us to become vegan, they all are not vegan anymore. They all stopped. Their health went down. I remember that vegan couple, they were a huge reason I became vegan, and they always would say things like eating eggs is like the equivalent of smoking 20 cigarettes and like red meat is so bad for you, you'll have cancer in 2 years or something like that. And they literally had to stop making videos on YouTube because their hair was falling out in clumps. I remember she tried to hide it one time. It was a white couple, but she tried to hide it one time and she had like a lace front on, and all the comments were like, your hair is falling out. And immediately she stopped making YouTube videos, and she tried to hide herself for a long time, but people would see her in public and she looked terrible. She was only in her 30s, and she looked terrible. She looked frail and old. She looked like she was in her 50s versus her 30s, which she was in her 30s. And her husband also looked super old, even though he was only in his 30s, and they just looked like the most frail old couple, and they were only in their 30s, but they hadn't eaten meat in years. So yeah, also Kalel used to watch her hair she started to get clumps of hair falling out from her vegan diet, and she also was becoming so frail, and her bones were becoming tiny, and it was a huge wake-up call to me. I was like, wait a minute. Also, I knew I was unhealthy. I felt it when I was vegan. I didn't really need to see that everyone who inspired me to become vegan, they were all literally looking like they were gonna fall over and die. But I also felt unhealthy. And I remember another reason I stopped becoming vegan is because I'm a full-time traveler. I've been to 125 countries, and every country that I've been to, what I'm telling you, beautiful people. Like, the people are gorgeous. They're all countries that have a high, like, mostly meat diet, which is what I think us humans need, is a high red meat, but high meat in general diet. I think we should be consuming lots of meat. Every country I go to where the people are drop dead, beautiful, gorgeous, I mean like gorgeous hair, gorgeous skin, tall, like, you know, just gorgeous Greek god looking people. It's always countries that eat a lot of meat, and these countries, these people live so long and they're so healthy. And I just want to quickly jump in here and tell you guys about my products. I've been in Italy for the past 2.5 months making products, which I'm so excited about. I finally have my own, literally making it myself, hair growth oil, brow, eyelash, and edge serum that will make your edges, your eyelashes, and your eyebrows grow in so thick and so beautiful. I have a hair growth serum that will make your hair grow in so thick, so beautiful, so shiny. And I have a body oil that will make your body so soft, so supple and beautiful. And I'm sourcing the best, the base of all my products is the Italian EVOO, the extra virgin olive oil. I literally came here to get the best of the best for you guys. And I also have a face mask, Italian honey, turmeric, and saffron for glowy, clear skin. And I'm so proud of all my stuff, and I'll link everything down below. I've been here making this stuff for you guys, and I'm really excited for you to try. It's not even a factory, it's me making this stuff. I've been here making it myself. So I'll have it linked down below. When I leave Italy, it won't be available for much longer after that, because I've been only making as much as my hands can make. So I'll link it down below if you guys want to try my stuff. It's the best stuff. It's the best stuff. I highly recommend my brow serum. It's Italian honey and castor oil for thick brows, lashes, and edges. And my hair growth oil set. So it's a body oil and hair growth oil, rosemary, and EVOO, extra virgin olive oil. And you can get a set. You can get it all together for like a bundle discount. And I really want you guys to try it if you're into like natural beauty remedies. It's the best of the best. So I'll link that down below. Let's get back into the video. Terrible. But we just have the worst health in the world, and we're like, almond milk, oat milk, stuff that's made in a lab, and it just makes no sense, and the evidence is sitting right in front of us. But anyways, I digress. I'm going to kind of touch on everything I said prior, but I want to back up a little. I started becoming vegan when I was around 21. I'm 27 now. So yeah, I definitely was influenced by YouTube and by it just blowing up, and everyone was saying that, you know, animals aren't meant to be eaten. I cannot believe I used to sing that song. Animals aren't meant to be. Okay. And that we're supposed to eat stuff made in a lab. Yep. We're not supposed to eat animals, but we're supposed to eat stuff made in a lab, like almond secretion and oat secretion and Beyond Meat that is like got a bunch of soy and chemicals in it. And it's crazy, the health, it's crazy just looking at, like, I'm one of those people. The jaw structure, humans have not been growing, especially in the US, the proper jaw structure, and the amount of crooked teeth. I have extremely crooked teeth. Teeth are growing in very, very, very crooked, more than they ever have in history, because of lack of red meats. And we're literally meant to chew like red meat. We're meant to have that tough meat in our diet. And it's crazy because a lot of vegans will sing the song of Earth, the planet, and a vegan diet kills the planet more than any other diet that exists. The amount of water it takes to make one little thing of almond milk, it's not even, like, come on, almond milk is not milk, it's almond secretion, okay? It was a popular way for the media to kind of get listen, the media, the government, whoever knows what they're doing, because they know how to market something and then literally make it the standard. It's crazy. Like, the fact that they dressed up things like almond secretion or oat secretion or whatever as milk is wild. It's not milk. It's not milk. It's almond juice or oat juice, and it's some of the most unhealthy stuff on the planet. And it's crazy that they dress it up to be better than milk. And it's all about wordplay. I think that and it's all about how you say something sometimes. Between life and death, words are alive, and if you know how to market something right, you can get a lot of people on your bandwagon. And I know that's how I got on the vegan bandwagon. Things like, oh, why would humans need to drink from the breast of a cow? Like, just the way they put things it's very manipulative and very convincing. And these plant milks they're first of all not good for you. Oat milk being some of the worst stuff you can consume. I think that if you guys are genuinely concerned about your diet, you do the research like I do. Like, don't ever take somebody's word for it. Like, do research. Like, figure out life. Like, we all have brains for a reason. Like, I think people forget that sometimes. You'll hear a lot, leave this up to the experts. There's no such thing as, you don't need to go to college to know basic stuff. And I think some of the most stupidest people on the planet are the ones with those degrees. Because they just think their degree makes them super smart, and they are some of the people that say the dumbest, stupidest stuff you'll ever hear, and the most incorrect stuff. You only need a brain to know life. Life was not supposed to be super complicated. We made it complicated, humans. It's quite simple, and although it's simple, it's easy to be fooled. Like, I will admit, it's very easy to be fooled. My grandmother is one of those people who believes anything that's on the news. Anything that's on the news. She doesn't understand why the news would lie. She doesn't get on that bandwagon. Why would the news lie? Why would people say that? She loves The View, and anything they say or anything the TV says, it's true. Because she doesn't understand why they would lie, and she trusts everything that's on the news. And I'm constantly have to tell her that it's quite the opposite. But anyway, she's not going to change. She's older, and that's just how she's chosen to live. But I understand a lot of people live like this. Whatever is on the TV, especially Americans, whatever is on the TV is true. If Afghanistan is bad, Afghanistan is bad. I mean, you've never been, but the TV says it's bad, so I'm going to believe the TV. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Like, no, Maryjane is always somebody, I'm going to go to Afghanistan to find out for myself, and I'll go by myself. I'm going to go find out for myself. I'm going to go. I didn't have to sit behind a desk and put my head down into some book some random person wrote and listen to somebody for them to give me a degree to tell me that now I can think more than the average person. No, I have a brain and I go use it. Okay, so plant milk is some of the worst stuff I think you can consume. I also don't think that it's like all bad. Obviously, I'm not like vegan stuff is gonna kill you, but it's not healthy. It's not. Literally, oat milk turns to sugar as soon as it gets to your digestive system, and it metabolizes to sugar in your body, and it gives you this huge glucose spike, and it's some of the worst stuff you can drink. It's tasty though. I know why this stuff blew up. I love the taste of almond milk. I love the taste of oat milk. I love the taste of soy milk, although I like soy milk. But it's not healthier than just milk. Absolutely not. And to me, the most healthiest things you can eat are animal products, are milks, butter, fish, red meat, stuff like liver. Like I said, I was blown away. I've been to Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Afghanistan. When I tell you, these countries eat so much meat on a daily basis. Like in Kazakhstan, they only really eat meat all day long. I literally went to dinner with my friend. My friend is from Kyrgyzstan. She's gorgeous. Her name's Takmina. We went to school together in China. She's from Kyrgyzstan, Bishkek, and I went to Bishkek. When did I go? Like November of last year to visit her. The thing that overwhelmed me when I was there is how beautiful everyone was. They look like these Mongolian. They're tall. It just looks like, I don't even know how to explain them. Their bones are like, their bone structure is beautiful. Everyone's upright. Everyone looks like these, I don't know, like gladiator type people. The men are just beautiful hair, beautiful, shiny, gorgeous, thick, gorgeous, shiny, dark hair. Their skin is beautiful. Their hair is so thick and gorgeous, and everyone looks like they could go run 10 miles. And same with in Kazakhstan. And literally, I sat down to eat. When she was like, I can't wait. My friend talked to me and was like, I can't wait to bring you to eat traditional Kyrgyzstan food. Literally, it was horse, like 6 different types of horse, beef, other types of ribs, and then like a little bit of on the side with some side salads, and a very low sugar diet. All the countries have very low sugar diet, very high meat. The only sugar they're really eating is like apples and oranges and bananas and stuff, but very high meat. And I would ask them, like, what do you guys eat every day? And we were like, just basically meat every single day. All they eat is meat. In Kazakhstan, in Afghanistan, all they eat is... In Afghanistan, it was so hard for them to find food for me because all they eat was goat and sheep and cow, and sometimes they would get chicken for me, but chicken was like, meh. And it was clear as day to me, Maryjane, veganism? Oh, what's better for you is stuff we're making in a lab. And I noticed my bones were so much more fragile. It's hard to explain, but I'm really healthy now, probably the healthiest I've ever been. And it's hard to explain just feeling healthy. Like, you know when you're healthy, if that makes sense. Like, you feel it, obviously. I'm healthy and I feel it. I go for runs, for 20-mile runs, and I wake up and work out first thing in the morning, and I live a very high active diet. I'm constantly traveling, constantly bringing my suitcases everywhere. I walk 30,000 steps a day, and I just feel healthy. Like, when I was vegan, I felt so weak, and I was not getting any nutrients. Like, meat is packed with nutrients, and you would see vegans taking so many supplements, so many supplements just to get what you could just get with a steak. You could just eat a piece of steak and you a good amount of plants too. Obviously green vegetables and plants and fruits, of course all that is healthy for you. We're speaking about meat because it's been painted as this demon, which it is not. And it's, even if you're worried about the environment, you shouldn't be a vegan, because the stuff made in a lab is literally what's killing the planet, not meat. Just like I said, the amount of water it takes just to make one of those jugs of almond milk. It's not milk, okay? It's not milk. It's a nickname for milk, but it's not milk. It's, especially because when you first wake up, the fact that people wake up and eat, like, even oatmeal, I'm anti-oatmeal these days. Like, I don't eat no oatmeal with all that freaking sugar and all that. Like, I think it's so bad for you, the way oats act on the body. Just have a piece of meat and some eggs. It could be so, health could be so simple. And yeah, I'm like not into oats anymore and all that. One of the worst things you could wake up and eat is like carbs. Like, no, have a piece of meat or have a piece of fish, maybe some tuna or something like that, and some eggs. Eggs, so freaking healthy for you. And you can source eggs from, like, you can find some local farms, or you can go to places and find good eggs. They eat more meat, they eat a lot of meat, and nobody's fat. I think I'm done here. I think this video was a little bit less professional, a little bit more of me ranting. So I hope that's okay, you guys. I'll link some stuff down below, some more structured content, some more facts. I'm really passionate about, like, it's just so obvious to me these days, and so, like, I get a little bit passionate and a little bit just like, duh, instead of like factual MJ. But yeah, it's my opinion, and I think veganism is, when margarine came out, it's the same thing. And you know, margarine, like the fake butter, it was paraded, it came out in the 60s, and it was paraded the same way that this plant milk, it's not milk, and the Beyond Meat is better for you, right? And the supplements, they're better for you than meat. It was paraded and made to be the same thing. Oh, I can't believe it's not butter. It's better for you than butter. It took about 20 years, and the media literally had to come out and say, listen, margarine is so bad for you. It's so bad for you. Go back to butter. But don't buy crap butter. Like, it's the same thing that's happening now. But it's just not broad enough yet but it is dying a lot. Like I said, everyone who convinced me to be vegan, they've all quit, and they've all gone on YouTube to say, don't be vegan. My health literally started to decline like crazy. Their hair, luckily I never got to the point where my hair was falling out in chunks, but I definitely felt weak, and I didn't feel the way I feel now at 100%, and I always felt low energy, and I wasn't getting enough nutrients. And it's really sad because, like, every day counts of your life. It's all important. So it's best to figure out something earlier than later, you know? And I wish I had never done that, not vegan, but I did get a little bit healthier, and I did lose a lot of weight because I was so unhealthy before. But it wasn't because I was vegan, it was because I was eating less sugar. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, I'll see you guys in my next video. Let me know what you think down below, and stay tuned for tomorrow's video. Love you guys, and check out my products down below, and follow me on Instagram at Maryjane's World Tour, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!